There's been more violence that's been reported between Israel and Palestine, especially in the West Bank early this morning. According to the Israeli media reports, which have cited, interestingly, some Palestinian sources, it's being said that the IDF resorted to yet another raid inside Jenin, which resulted in a firefight. Now, according to reports that have come in, several Palestinians have sustained some serious injuries and there are multiple casualties that have also been reported. Last week, remember, the Palestinian gunman had reportedly kidnapped a body of a Druze Israeli teenager from a hospital in Jenin, after which the Druze ethnic protesters had threatened to enter into the city to retrieve the body. The developments have come as the Israeli Defense Force and the Shin Bet security agency has warned a top parliamentary committee of an impending escalation in the West Bank. Now remember, at least about 5 people have been killed in the span of a week in what is now being dubbed as the deadliest year since 2005 between Israel and Palestine. The United Nations has also warned that the situation is again reaching a boiling point. All right, now to give us more insights in terms of what's exactly playing out between Israel and Palestine at this point of time, we are being joined in by Jody Cohen, who's joining us live from Ra'anana in Israel. Now, Jody, bring us up to speed with what's actually happening in these raids that have been carried out in Jenin, and why has this year become the most violent year since 2005?
Hi, Mohammed. So in the latest, we're hearing that 2 Palestinians were killed early Thursday morning while fighting troops in Jenin. One of them is said to have been a member of the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade. And according to a statement from Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the other one was a senior leader of their organization. Palestinian media are reporting 20 casualties. And this follows 5 or 6 fatalities earlier this week. The numbers are different in different sources. One of those killed is said to have carried out a car ramming attack, and the others were killed in clashes with soldiers. Now, this, of course, comes 1 week after coordinated bomb attacks in Jerusalem, which killed a 15-year-old Israeli-Canadian boy, a man of 50, and injured 20 others as well. We know that the IDF have been carrying out search and arrest raids in the West Bank, and that's why they were in Jenin this morning. Now, these raids have left at least 140 Palestinians dead, some while carrying out attacks, but most while fighting troops. The IDF is arresting suspects following a series of attacks by Palestinians against Israelis since March. The IDF has said that there have been 5,000 attacks since the start of the year, 31 people killed, 400 injured, and many more attempted attacks too. So as you said, this is being reported as the deadliest year for both Israelis and Palestinians for a number of years, with the UN warning that the situation is potentially again reaching a boiling point.
Absolutely indeed. And also, Jody, very quickly, we expect Benjamin Netanyahu, the incoming government, will be expected to deal with this crisis. Has Benjamin Netanyahu got a plan to, in fact, address what is unfolding between Israel and Palestine?
So a key issue here is actually thought to be the power play that's going on in the West Bank, with Palestinian factions looking towards beyond President Abbas, who is 87 years old, and the influencer groups like Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad is growing. Israel says the Palestinian Authority has lost control in the northern West Bank and has suggested that they either need to get it back or that Israel needs to be carrying out these raids. And they're expected to continue under Netanyahu's government. Now, remember that his right-wing bloc largely won the election in response to these attacks that we've been seeing since the beginning of the year. And so tackling this will be a key priority for him. His long-term strategy is thought to be to expand the Abraham Accords, the normalization agreements between Israel and Arab and Muslim states. And he believes that by doing that, eventually he'll be able to get the Palestinians back to the table and ultimately to reach an agreement with them. And it remains to be seen if that will happen.
All right, very interesting there. Thank you very much indeed, Jody Cohen, for joining us and getting us all those insights there.
Thank you.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.